kitchen. This is the first installment of You Got Food at Home, which is perfect because we all at home now because we're quarantined. I'm making a quick little Saturday brunch. Right now I'm just washing some potatoes, but you just want to wash these thoroughly. As you can see, I've already started to cut this potato up. You want to cut it lengthwise first. Okay, so the next thing on our to-do list is cutting up some peppers and onions. So I have a yellow and a green pepper. I think it's always nice to use different colored peppers. So if you have like a red one and a green one, but you always want your food to be colorful because that way you'll get more nutrients in your meal. So if your meal is all like one color, you have less of a variety of nutrients in that meal. Just a quick little fact. So you want like rainbow colors. So I have like a yellow pepper, a green pepper, and a red onion. Just adding lots of colors and introducing new nutrients and vitamins and stuff into the meal. So I'm cutting up these peppers now. Obviously you want to take out the inside. You can just easily do that, just cut it out. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and cut our peppers. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with my onion, but let me first show you a little hack. So if you're like me and like most people, if you're cutting up an onion, it's gonna make you cry. The hack to help with that is to run it under, we'll first peel off the outer layer, which I've already done, and then put it under water and rinse it off. This is going to get rid of the chemical that's released that makes you cry. Once again, under cold water, not hot, and just rub off all that chemical before you go in and cut your onion, and that should actually help you to not cry at all or keep the tears to a minimum. So we're going to take this right back over to the board, and I'm just going to go ahead and chop this up. And then we're gonna go ahead and just separate them like that. Next, we're gonna go in with some mushrooms. We're gonna go in with a couple seasonings. I got this really amazing oil from Bittersweet Herb Farm. It's a garlic with rosemary oil. You don't have to use this. I'm just using it because I have it and I love it. But you can just use regular extra virgin olive oil if you don't have this. You want to just drizzle this throughout your pan. And then I'm also going to go in with some cumin, chipotle chili pepper, some paprika, some garlic powder, and oregano. These are just the basic seasonings that you'll probably want to use. If you want to use different seasonings, you're more than welcome to. If you want to add seasonings to it, once again, you're more than welcome to, but this is just like the basic flavors that are going to go into this dish today. You always want to season from up high so it's evenly distributed throughout whatever you're seasoning. And don't be shy with seasonings. Like, food is all about flavor. Like, you want this to taste amazing, so season it well. So once you're done seasoning, you want to go ahead and toss. Use your hands, get in there and massage the seasonings into all of these vegetables. Okay, so now that we're done making this and it smells so good, we're gonna put this in the oven. I already have it preheated to 400 degrees, and we're just gonna let this sit in here for 30 to 40 minutes until it's done. You can toss it maybe like halfway through, but for the most part, you can ignore it and just move on with your life. Okay, so the next menu item is going to be silver dollar Belgian waffles. I have this nice silver dollar waffle pan, but I'll be making Belgian waffles using this mix right here. I actually like this a lot. So I'm going to start off by getting some Pam and just spraying the pan down. I'm not turning on the heat or anything. I'm just going to let that sit while I get this together. So this recipe calls for 1.5 cups of the mix, 2/3 cup of water, 1 egg, and 3 tablespoons of oil. So I'm gonna start by doing 1.5 cups of this mix here. We also need 2/3 cup of water. Let's see if I can do it the fancy way. One-hander. Whew! Look at that. Throw that away. And then obviously whenever you use eggs, wash your hands immediately thereafter so you don't get salmonella or corona. You know, one of the two might get you. And then last but not least, this calls for 3 tablespoons of oil. Guys, I'm just being real with y'all. I don't really use measuring things too much, so we just gonna eyeball 3 tablespoons. Stir that all up, get rid of all the lumps. And then with anything, anytime you're making a batter, whether it's for pancakes, waffles, or making bread, after you're done mixing everything up, you always want to let your batter sit for like 2 to 3 minutes. This will allow the baking powder, baking soda that you have in there to activate. It's looking so good. The house smells amazing. I did wind up adding a couple more onions just because I just like having a little bit extra onions when I'm having this dish. If this is right, like if you feel like the tenderness of the potato is good to you, you can take it out when the timer goes off. I'm gonna let this sit for another 10 minutes, and while that's still cooking, I'm going to start making my waffles. Okay, so as I said, the timer just went off. We're gonna add some more time. We're just gonna add 10 minutes on here. And while that's going, we're gonna turn this on to about medium. Definitely don't go above medium. But yeah, we're gonna put that on medium for now. All right, so this one you can see if you, guys, I hope I ain't burned this. Okay, so you'll see what I mean by saying you want a utensil that you can flip it with. There we go. Press it down gently so it gets that nice waffle texture to it. And then you just want to start flipping them off. And I'm going to create a little foil pan. This is another little trick I like to use. You're just going to fold in your sides like that. And then lift up the edges like that. And there you have it, a little foil pan. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the waffles in here as they're cooking, and then they're gonna sit in the oven later. So as you're done, you can just put them on your foil. And then once the oven is freed up, I'm going to put the oven to warm. I have a setting on my oven that's just like keep warm. So I'm going to put all these in there like this. And now we're just going to repeat these steps all over again. Now the pan is super hot, so it might even cook a little bit faster now. The point is with these silver dollar waffles, you want to really just keep your eye on it because it can go from brown to burnt real fast on these pans. So just pay attention, don't take your eye off the pan. This has been on there for like all of 5 seconds, and if you kind of look in this corner, I hope it shows up on camera, but you can see it's already browning right in there. That's how fast this stuff cooks, you guys. Like, I'm doing this in real time, so you're seeing how fast this is happening. So I'm actually about to take my spatula and check it because it might be ready to flip. Yeah, you see that? It was on here for like 5 seconds. 15 seconds. And actually at this point, what I would do is turn the heat down. So now you're just gonna take your bacon and we're gonna lay it across our makeshift pan. Okay, so the next important step here is I've taken the potatoes and stuff out of the oven. I'm now gonna hit broil. I'm gonna have it on high. And what I'm gonna do is, oh, thank you. I'm gonna Just open up the oven. And you can put this on top or the bottom. You can put it on the bottom if you're cooking something else and you don't want it to cook too fast, so you can keep an eye on it. Since this is all I'm cooking right now, I'm gonna put it up top so it can cook a little bit faster. Just put that in there like that and let it start to cook. This is about 7 minutes into it being on broil. It's not quite ready to flip, but it's very close. So the bacon has been in the oven for about 8 minutes and it's about time to flip it. So we're gonna pull this out like that. And then you can go ahead and flip your bacon to the other side. And then we're just gonna let this other side cook. Take the bacon out. It's fully cooked through. On the other side, it only needed like, I don't even know what that was, 2 minutes or so to cook. If you wanted a little bit more brown, you could just put it on low or put it on the bottom rack so it doesn't cook as fast. But one thing that you will want is a plate with a paper towel or a napkin in it so it can soak up all the grease. So we're just gonna go ahead and put our strips of bacon on there like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and do 2 eggs. 2 fried eggs. I just have some butter and oil in the pan. It's on medium heat. I'm gonna go ahead and crack open 2 eggs. Just crack this over. Then I'm gonna add, this is literally one of my favorite seasonings ever. Actually, it's almost gone, so hopefully I have enough for this dish, but it's the garden vegetable seasoning. Just gonna add a little bit of that on top, not too much. And then I'm also gonna add some of this cayenne pepper. I actually found some more cayenne pepper because I ran out of my other one. I want these to be a little bit spicy. That's my twist. We're gonna let that cook and fry for just a little bit. While that's cooking, I have the rest of the food in the oven. It's on keep warm, so everything else we cooked is in there. I have this feature up on my oven called keep warm. If you don't have this feature but you just want to keep your food warm, keep it on something low like 200, 225, just to keep the food warm while everything else is cooking. Okay, so we are making a brunch meal here, a cute quarantine brunch. So of course we have to have bottomless mimosas. We have our champagne ready. We have the Simply with the mango, the Simply orange with the mango. It's a major key, not sponsored, but sponsor me. We also have the regular orange juice as well. All right, so the perfect way to make a mimosa is to start with a nice champagne. So I'm gonna fill these up just a bit. Go back and add some more here. Go back and add some more there. So this is the foundation of your mimosa, mostly champagne, some champagne. Then you want to take a nice little orange juice. You can also use pineapple juice. And then we're just going to do a little sploosh. And there you have it, a perfect mimosa. All right, so now that all the food is ready, we're gonna go ahead and start preparing. We have our potatoes here with onions, peppers, and jalapeno peppers, mushrooms as well. We have some bacon here, waffles, we have mimosas, and an egg on the stove. So let's go ahead and eat up. This food smells so good. I'm about to go sit down and enjoy this brunch. We have our mimosas ready. We're ready to enjoy a cute little quarantine brunch. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed this first episode of You Got Food at Home.